In this video, we are going to talk about perimeter, and we're going to do a couple problems related to perimeter. Perimeter is when you have some sort of a shape, you are just adding, the total length all the way around whatever this shape is. So you're just going to be adding all the sides. There's all sorts of formulas if you want to know formulas and remember formulas. I personally don't. I just figure out what all the sides are and add them together. So we have some shapes that we're going to talk about. We have a parallelogram, which is kind of like a rectangle, but kind of off kilter. Where you have the sides across from each other the same, those sides are across from each other are the same. So all the sides opposite each other are the same. Same thing with a rectangle, they're now 90 degrees. Square and a rhombus are pretty similar to each other. A square has all the sides the same, so does a rhombus. This one's just not 90 degrees, so it's kind of an off-kiltered square. A trapezoid has two sides that are parallel to each other. And none of the sides necessarily have to match each other. The only ones that could would be these side ones here that are kind of on angles. They don't have to, but they could. But basically, typically you got four different sides, or maybe top and the bottom would be different, and then these maybe are the same. But a trapezoid is made by having one set of parallel sides. And then a triangle. Triangle's a triangle, add up all the sides. So basically, we're going to find perimeter on four different types of problems. And the last two just don't quite give you enough information, so we'll figure out how to get the perimeters on those. So we have a rear window of a pickup truck is a trapezoid, whose shorter base is 40 inches, the longer base is 48, and then the non-parallel sides are each 16. So here's our trapezoid. We have 16s on the sides. We got a 48 and a 40 is what it sounds like. So personally, I need a visual, so I draw whatever my shape is. We got 16s on the side, we have a 40, and we have a 48. So our perimeter is just going to be the sum of all of those pieces. So a 16 plus a 40 plus a 16 plus a 48. So that total perimeters, if you add all those two pieces, all those four pieces together, you'd have 120. And our original was inches, and so you're talking about a linear measurement. So you're just talking about a total length. So, we were putting a rubber gasket. So we were trying to fit a rubber gasket to kind of seal it all off. So we would need exactly 120 inches is what we would need to perfectly fit that in. All right, next one is a triangle. So we have a triangle gable and apartment under construction, are outlined in contrasting trim. If each gable is 32 feet wide and 16 feet on each side, how many feet of contrasting wood trim are needed for each gable? So we have a triangle. We have a width of 32, but then each side is 18 and 18. Okay, so we have kind of this look on the top of a building. So same thing, we're going to disregard kind of the overlap at the corners, and we're trying to figure out how much wood would we need. Okay, so you could buy it all perfectly cut and everything, how much really would it be? So the perimeter would be, we're just adding 18 plus 18 plus 32. So our total perimeter would be, if you throw all that in, add it up, you get 68 feet. All right. Last two are a little bit different, a little bit more challenging just because of you're not quite given everything, but we're going to figure it out. And on this one, you're given something where it's feet and inches. So we kind of have to figure that part out of it. So here's what we got. We're missing two pieces on this perimeter, but we're going to use kind of the other ones to help figure this out. Because if this vertical piece we don't know, the total vertical length is 8 feet 6 inches, and this part is 3 feet 6 inches, then we know this is 3 feet 6 inches. This is going to make something plus 3 feet 6 inches to get us 8 feet 6 inches. So we already got the 6 inches in there. So we're really just looking at, to go from 3 to 8, you're looking at 5. So we're looking at 5 feet on that piece. All right, so that's 3 feet 6 inches. That's 5 feet. 3 feet 6 inches. Those two together would make the 8 feet 6 inches. All right, and then we'll do the exact same thing with our horizontal. We have part of it is 5 feet 6 inches. From there to there, you got 5 feet 6 inches. 5 feet 6 inches. The whole thing is 12 feet 6 inches, so you're missing 7 feet. So our y value is 7 feet. Okay, so our perimeter is going to be the combination of all of that stuff. So we have 8 feet 6 inches plus 5 feet, nope, 5 feet 6 inches plus 5 feet plus 7 feet plus 3 feet 6 inches plus 12 feet 6 inches. Okay, so if we add all that together, we got 6 inches, 6 inches, 6 inches, and 6 inches. So there's 1 foot, there's 2 feet. So we got to kind of keep in the back of our mind that we're going to tack on an extra 2 feet out of this. So we got 8 plus 5 plus 5 plus 7 plus 3 plus 12, and then plus the other 2. So we're getting a total of 42 feet. All right, the 8, the 5, the 5, the 7, and the 6, and the 12 would all add up to 40, because that's 20. That's another 10, so that's 30. That's another 10, so there's 40, and then plus the 6, 4 6 inches, that makes 2 feet. All right, and then the last one is similar kind of a thing. The numbers are a little nicer because you just don't have the feet and inches to it. So we have the total vertical of this is 8. Part of it from here down is 7. So if that part's 7, that part's going to be 8. So we're looking at 8 feet on that piece. This comes down. Part of it's 9. That makes the other part of this 15 to make the 24 all the way across. So you're looking at 15 feet. So our perimeter here is 7 plus 9 plus 8 plus 15 plus 15 plus 24. And so if you throw that into a calculator, add up all your sides, that's going to get you a grand total of 78 feet. Okay, and that was a couple perimeter word problems, basically.